Hello, this is Alara Basul with World in 2 Minutes, bringing you the latest developments around the world. Let's take a look at the headlines. Libya says a Sudanese military transport plane bound for a Tripoli airport under control of an armed group had entered its airspace. Libya said the Sudanese plane had been bound for Tripoli Mataga Airport and made a refueling stop in the Libyan desert oasis Kufra, near the border of Sudan. Ammunition had been found loaded on that plane during an inspection at Kufra Airport, it added. Libya is in turmoil as armed groups have seized the capital Tripoli, controlling the Mataga Airport. The government had withdrawn to Tobruk, where their families have taken refuge in a Greek ship as a safety measure. Britain will give £1.6 million of arms, including heavy machine guns and £500,000 of ammunition to Kurdish forces battling Islamic State militants in northern Iraq. The Defense Secretary said the first consignment will arrive in Iraq to help Kurdish and Iraqi forces push back on ISIL advances and restore stability and security across the country. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas wants the UN to replace the US as leading peace broker between Israel and the Palestinians. Senior Fatah official Nabil Shatter said if Israel does not agree to a West Bank pullout in the next round of talks, the Palestinians would challenge the Jewish state politically. One thing on the future agenda, according to Shahat, is to urge the international community to handle Israel as it did apartheid South Africa. Shahat said their dream of statehood was not over and that they would turn to the UN Security Council to take over the peace progress. Turkey's Energy Minister Taner Yildiz said that Turkey is unlikely to sign any energy deals with Israel to construct a pipeline from Israel into Turkey due to the deepening political rift between the parties after Israeli offensive over Gaza. Turkish government had shown its enthusiasm to moderate the relations with Israel after PM Netanyahu's excuse on the Mavi Marmara case. However, ties between the countries were severely damaged again after the Israeli operations in Gaza left more than 2,000 deaths recently. Energy Minister Yildiz told the Turkish media that for energy projects to proceed, the human tragedy in Gaza will have to be stopped and Israel will have to instate a permanent peace there with all elements. With this story, we have come to the end of this hour's top stories. You can always find more at trtworld.com. Until we meet again in 2 hours, stay tuned. Goodbye.